Hey guys, how's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Pretty good day here, although the weather sucks, but other than that, it's been a good day. Still kind of figuring out my injury here. It's still kind of bothering me, but I got to do my workout today and got to do most of it, so that's good. And the good news is this injury reminds me to have really good posture, because if I slouch, it hurts. So always something good to look for. So just a quick one today, and it's about living your life to the fullest. Hey Ange, how's it going? So do you feel like you're living your life to the fullest? I mean, some of you probably are. Maybe some of you aren't, but think you are. And some of you probably aren't and know that you aren't. So, you can change things. You can turn things around. You can actually live your life to the fullest. You don't have to be stuck. Even if you feel like you're really stuck, you can get out of that. And so I've got some tips on how to live your life to the fullest. And through my own experiences, of course, that's what I usually talk about, is things based on my own experiences. I was stuck for a long time, and when I kind of changed the way I looked at things and how I reacted to things, that really changed my life. So thought I'd share some of that with you. Hey, AO, how's it going? So the first one, and this is really important, this is one that I think a lot of us do, don't live your life to please others. So my first career choice was more based on what I thought would please others. I had a little interest in it, but it was more like, okay, what's going to make my parents proud? What's going to sound impressive when people ask me what I do? That sort of thing. So a lot of my decision was based on what other people were going to think of it, not so much what I thought of it and how I felt about it. Because if I had really thought about it at the time, I probably would have gone to school for kinesiology rather than biotech. So if you're living your life to please others, it's not doing you any good, and chances are you don't know what pleases others. You might be doing something that you think is pleasing people and you're not, so you can't know how they feel. And really, people think about you a lot less than you might like to think, so don't worry about what people are thinking about what you're doing. People in your life who love you and care about you, they just want you to be happy, that's all. They don't want you to be doing a particular thing that makes them happy. They want you to be doing what's making you happy. So keep that in mind. Try not to be that people pleaser. And I do tend to do that. I fall into that. But I've been working on it and following my own path and not worrying so much about what others think. Hey Darcy, how's it going? Hi Carrie. So stop talking yourself out of doing the things you want to do. So how many of us do that? I mean, how many times have you wanted to do something like, oh, I really want to do that, and then your brain starts turning, and then you start thinking of all the reasons why you shouldn't do that, whatever the reasons are, and next thing you know, you've talked yourself out of it. And tragic part of it is later down the road, you might look back and you might actually have some real regrets about not doing those things that you wanted to do. So you got to listen to your inner voice. I mean, even if what you want to do seems impractical, take time to sit down and really listen to what your voice is saying, because you might be able to read more into it. It might just seem like a simple change you want to make, but then when you really think about it, you realize it has deeper roots, and just see where that takes you. So a lot of us don't listen very well to our inner voice. We don't give our inner voice the respect that it deserves. But, if there's something really important that keeps playing in your mind, something that keeps popping up, and it really kind of sits deeply with you, there's a reason for that. So you need to give yourself the time to just kind of think about it, sit with that, and figure out, what it's trying to tell you. And some pretty amazing things can happen through that. For me, it was myself telling me to give up my secure job with a regular paycheck where I knew exactly how much I was getting every couple of weeks. And just the security of that, I decided to give that up and pursue personal training. And here I am doing exactly what I want to do and doing what I feel most passionate about. So if I'd listened to myself saying, no, that's not a practical choice, you got to stay where it's safe, you got to stay where it's secure, I would be miserable right now. So it was good that I listened to that. And then don't wait on things. Like make things happen now. Don't tell yourself, oh, I got to wait for the right time, because the right time's never going to happen. If you're telling yourself you have to wait for the right time to do something, it's really just an excuse to not do something that scares you. So the timing is never going to be perfect. It's just not going to happen. doesn't exist. So you got to jump in and do what you want to do. So you got to make those steps going towards what you want to do, and don't think about the timing of everything. Everything does not have to be perfect in order for you to pursue the things that you want, because that'll never happen. It's just never going to be perfect. So just go and make it happen. The other one, another one that you need to work on, that everyone needs to work on, because this is tough, is to stop complaining. And it can be a tough one, because I'll catch myself complaining about things without even thinking about it. It's just like it's my knee-jerk reaction to something, and I'm complaining about something. And, you know, if you're always complaining about things, that's just cluttering your head with all this negativity. So try to catch yourself. You know, it's easy to get caught up in a negative mind rut. That can happen so easily. So start paying more attention, and, you know, when you start getting those negative thoughts about things, try to turn that around. So try to find something positive about the situation. If that's not possible, then just choose to not let it affect you. So that's a pretty powerful one. You get to choose how you react to situations, and how you react to people, and how you react to anything and everything. So nobody can make you feel a certain way. No situation can make you feel a certain way. So that's one to really think about. You get to choose how you react to things and how they make you feel. When I learned that, my life pretty much changed. So you get to make that decision. It's not easy all the time, especially if you've never done that before, but you can decide how you want to be affected by things, and you can just, you know, decide that things aren't going to affect you. So if somebody's doing something and it's making you miserable, like, think about it. Is there anything that you could do to change the situation? And if there's not, then don't let it affect you. Don't let it make you miserable. It's not in your control. There's no point in being miserable about it. So you just got to let that go. So that was a big one for me. So I hope that kind of resonates with you as well. And then the fifth one that I'm going to touch on is spending time each day doing what you're passionate about. You know, if you're lucky, you can make your passion your career. I'm very lucky in that way, and that my passion is my career, and I keep building more and more onto that, so that's awesome. But it doesn't have to be your career, so there could be something you're really passionate about, maybe photography or music or something. Just try to indulge in that passion every single day, even if it's just for like 5 or 10 minutes. Just spend time doing the thing that you love and you're totally passionate about. You know, you gotta do that for yourself. There's no point in putting it off and saying, oh, I'll do that thing I love on another day. I'll do that thing later, because, you know, things can change in an instant. So every single day, indulge in what you're passionate about and savor that, and, you know, really appreciate what that is. So, what's that, Nate? You're telling Jen you guys are going to quit your jobs and move to the island and become weed farmers. Awesome. Awesome. Way to go, Nate. Let me know how that goes. So yeah, you know, this is your life, and it can get really, you know, things can get miserable sometimes. Some things can happen. You can get really, really down, and it can be really hard to get out of it. If you are finding yourself in that place where you're really, really down, and you just feel like you're in a hole, you know, you got to really work at getting out of that. It's not easy. I did it years ago. I was able to dig myself out of the hole I was in, and definitely worth it. And it's a reason why I like to share my experiences with you guys, because it was something I didn't think I could ever do. So, you know, decide what it is that you want to do with your life. Start making steps towards it, and just you'll be amazed by what you can do. So I got to run. I will be on again tomorrow. So you guys have a great evening, and I'll talk to you again soon.